AD has approved KC-1400 collective. Everybody want to hear me say that? This is what it's all about. They're around. They are supporting. The money is going directly to our student athletes. They're signing deals. They have contracts. Let's do it. I mean, without this collective, we won't be successful. We won't be able to sustain our student athletes. I mean, 1400 Collective have done a really, really good job of keeping a lot of our athletes here. You know, if you saw them sign a lot of our athletes, but we got to do our part. So I know after today, we're going to click that 1400 Collective. We're going to give one of those tiers, and we're going to make sure that we give to this collective so we continue to give to our student athletes and support them and give them what I need. And I want to thank you all, Ken, TD, D-Core, C, T-Dub. Yeah, T-Dub, everyone that created and helped.
Jackson State has a collective full throttle. They have a collective full throttle. And I mean, like, so they, you know, we won the national championship in 2023, and we were slowly but surely trying to get our collective going. Jackson State won it this past year. Their collective is full throttle. Like, it is full throttle. They don't want to.
We are trying to build a program for the next 10 to 12 years. It's not something that's overnight. We understand that the NIL and collective stuff has its role, it plays in it, but we are on the forefront of FCS football and attacking the NIL, attacking the collective. We got a very nice payroll at Jackson State, believe it or not. And I mean, our fan support, and we need more support. But we know that that payroll is attached to championships. You know what I mean? So we're not out here trying to recruit kids based on money, but we also want them kids to know if you come to Jackson State and you end up benefiting from the collective, benefiting from an NIL deal, we expect a championship out of you.
That's right. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy to have. Hopefully everybody's doing well. What's going on, TD? How you doing, man?
Ken, I'm doing fine, sir. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. Doing good. How's everybody doing out there, man? Do us a favor as you come in, hit the like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend, man. We were off on Friday. Enjoyed that day off. Had a great time at the Country Boy Experience and the Fan Fest. Shout out to everybody got a chance to see and talk to. Brother Dent, Brother Poe, see KT Dub out there, Brother Fuller, see you guys, Carl. Cunningham, Freddie G, what's good, brother? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Great. Always good to see you, bro. Chop it up with you. Hey, but yeah, man. Happy to be back on. Great show, action-packed show tonight. A lot to talk about. A lot going on. We wrapped up fall football. Wrapped up camp, and now we are getting ready to prepare for Hampton. We'll do our Hampton preview next week. TD, go ahead and take this week to start dissecting them. So we'll come on next Monday, man. It's gonna be our initial. It's gonna be game week, man. It's gonna be the coach's call. It's gonna be all that good stuff, man. It's gonna be pretty good stuff, man. Coach had a press conference. Good stuff, man. How you been, man? How you doing? I'm gonna jump right into that, but how's everything with you, man?
I'm doing good, man. Had a fantastic weekend. Didn't get a chance to make none of the events, but for Jackson State, man. But I had some other life stuff I needed to take care of. You know, I'm glad I did, man. It was very productive.
Awesome.
So, man, Rob just missed an interception. One hand interception. Robin McDaniel.
I haven't looked at all, man. I haven't even watched none of it, man.
Well, I just turned it on like 10 minutes ago, and I saw that it was Washington, and you know,
you got the deflection though, right?
Yeah. He won. He went up to get it with one hand. He knocked it down, but he didn't. He wasn't able to intercept it.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, man, excellent weekend. Man, shout out to everybody. You know, man, that support the collective, man. That support us. Ken, you know, we actually get a lot of people, ESPN, a lot of people, man, that talk about, you know, that enjoy what we do, Ken. They let us know in the street, man. Met Mr. Joe Austin today, man. He say we're looking into the collective, say he's looking to join. So, man, everybody out there that want to support, man, because now it's time for, like you said, Ken, it's time for the season to start now, buddy. And we was able to retain a lot of players, and we're looking to make a run. I mean, to me, an undefeated run. If not, so close to definitely a Celebration Bowl run.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to it.
Yeah. I agree. That's the goal.
Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Dent, Dove, everybody out there, man. Brother Q, Poe. Man, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, well said. I agree. We do have a lot of supporters, man, and we thankful. Thank you guys immensely for your support and always, coming up to us, letting us know how much you guys appreciate. We can't do this without you guys. I do want to say this though, we this is that thing that we do. We don't lose the momentum. We got to ramp it up. We definitely got to ramp it up. We got some work to do, man, to hit our goals, and we're gonna get there. I'm encouraged about what's gonna happen throughout the season. We're gonna make a strong push starting. We're gonna start our 2025 signups. We're gonna start them game week. We're gonna start them next week. We should be ready to rock and roll and get rolling again. There's a lot of folks that did sign up that's not really fulfilling their commitments. If you haven't done so, please do so and continue that, man. We need that support. It does us no good for you to sign up and then every time the payments roll around, they decline. It's a lot of declines, man. So I think that's the thing that happens. We do it, and then it works for a little while. TD, you get quiet about it, and then everybody just kind of go back to what it was. This is a real commitment, and this is a commitment that's not a. We can do it for one time, but can we sustain it? Is the question. It's about sustainability. But even with that being said, I appreciate it. We're gonna talk about the collective tonight. Matter of fact, talk about it a good bit. So I don't want to just jump right into it. TD, I had a real speaking of the collective. I let me tell you something, man. Traveling back home, man, I had an unbelievable experience, bro.
Talk to me about it.
So I'm in Dallas, and you take that shuttle, and man, I get on the shuttle as a young brother who went to Russ College, see my JSU attire, and he, the JSU attire always sparks conversation. And sitting right next to him, man, was a legend, bro. Aeneas Williams.
Playing for the Cardinals.
Yeah. Southern Jaguar. And he was, just he had his headset on, and I sat next to him, and I made a joke about Southern Jackson State, and I was like, I'm gonna sit next to this guy right here, even though he played for our rival, And he took the thing off, he shook my hand, introduced myself to him, and I asked the guy, I was like, who this gentleman is? I said, man, this is Aeneas Williams, man, Hall of Famer, man, played at Southern, and he kind of looked at me. We got to talking. TD, that little interaction led to a 1 hour conversation with that man. I mean, it was.
And you say y'all was on the train?
We was on the shuttle heading to the airport. I mean, the rental car center. I stayed over in Dallas last night to meet with the Greenwood whiskey team, to meet with the broker. That the issues we were having with the website, it just happened that way. It wasn't like I was a part of the meeting. It was just I was heading home, and I communicated with Greg. He said he was going to be in Dallas at the same time I was leaving. So I was like, say, bro, I'm going to be here, so I might as well pull up. You know what I mean? So it worked out. Man, I'm sitting on the train, and I'm talking to him, and I'm telling him what I do, and people ask questions, and he asked me what I did for JSU. Everybody want to know if I'm a coach, and I'm like, no, I'm not a coach. So I kind of told him what we do for Jackson State, and he was intrigued, man. He was intrigued, and he's looking like after explaining. Long story short, after explaining to him about the collective and showing him the collective, man, his mouth damn near hit the floor, bro. He was like, man, this is amazing. Like this is. He's like, man, how'd you like? He had so many questions, bro. There's so many questions, and I was open book. And I'm just talking to him, and it's not often that you have a conversation with somebody that you admire or somebody that you celebrate because of their stature, who they or their history, or what they've done in their career, and they're impressed with you and the work that you're doing. It's not often you get those types of conversations where it could have been me asking those questions, right? But he was asking a lot of questions. In the end, he wound up asking the question, man, how could you help me do something like this for Southern? I was like, absolutely, I would help. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, I help, man. Because I was like, I don't gatekeep information. I said, we want to whoop y'all every time, but I want you to be at your best. Ain't nothing like whooping you when you think you got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, TD, Southern feels like they got a chance on September 27th. They feel real good.
They got some pieces now.
Oh, they got some pieces. They do.
That's pieces.
Respect to I love it, TD, because if we was playing at the vet would be packed this year. So guess what we know? We know that Mumford gonna be rocking. Oh, they coming. It's the first.
We don't want those lights turning off, man. We don't want the light. We don't want no
turn the lights off anyway. They're gonna turn the lights off anyway. They're gonna do that, If they don't score no touchdown, they'll do it during halftime when that little skinny dude run out there with the little drum major dude, kicking his feet up or whatever. But no, man. Great conversation, man. It was really very encouraging, because I'll tell you what happened, man. I was looking at something on social media, and I just want to tell everybody, man, run your race. You have to run your own race. You can't run someone else's race. Comparison is the thief of all joy. You get on social media sometimes and you think people are living it up and people are doing these great things. And TD, this weekend is Invest Fest in Atlanta. I always wanted to do something like that and go. I forgot about it, didn't think about it. I was like, damn, man, wanted to pull off and go. But I was like, no, we ain't ready yet. We'll go another time. You know what I mean? And go and network and do all that good stuff, right? So in the midst of me having that conversation, you kind of start hearing some things in your head and feeling like you're not doing enough, feeling like you're not really where you need to be. And then God will put you back on track quickly, especially when he's got you on a mission, and it's a calling. He's going to support that, right? So that conversation blessed me in so many ways, bro. It really just made me realize that we got some pretty phenomenal SH star T going on right now with what we rocking. And I mean that. I want Tiger Nation, all the supporters of this platform, to be proud of what we've built together, because it is very impressive. And if we don't celebrate our own stuff, nobody else will. Now, I know a lot of people, there are onlookers. There are people that put their mouth on what we're doing, and some people that don't have the right intentions when they speak about it. Some people speak things that are incorrect, that are false, and try to send dissimulating type, disparaging thought processes about what we're doing, take shots and stuff like that. And it's all done out of ignorance because they don't know. So just put this out there real quick, because I need to put this out there. One thing I don't play with, bro, I don't play with my name or reputation or the work that we do. I take it very seriously. And when people put things out there in our community, the wrong information could get out there and be very, very, very damaging. So I'm going to say this as on behalf of KC-1400 Collective. I'm going to say this, and this is for all of those who have the questions and might entertain bull junk, right? KC-1400 Collective is Friends of KC-1400 Inc. nonprofit. If you don't have nothing to do in your spare time, you too can go to www.friendsofkc1400.org. On the second page, there's a page that says, "Who are we?" You will see the entire board on that site. KC-1400 Collective is not an entity run by one person. It's not controlled by one person. It is actually oversaw by 8. You want to know who those are? You can go see for yourself. That's all I'm gonna say on that. So when it comes to the collective, what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna find you ain't find no loopholes, because this thing is built for sustainability. It's built with the right intent It's built on integrity. It's built on a mission to elevate Jackson State athletics. And you don't have to like the face that's leading it. It's really not my concern. It's really not my it's none of my business, right? But at the same time, we got blinders on and we got a mission, man. We focusing on what we're focusing on, and we're doing amazing things. TD, we signed another athlete. Signed another one. We're excited about that, right? So I met an NFL Hall of Famer. I mentioned brother Kevin Dent because we went to Canton, Ohio. First time I ever went to Canton, Ohio. TDU got to go to Canton, Ohio. KT Dub got to go to Canton, Ohio. We got to walk throughout the Pro Football Hall of Fame and to see those men. We got to be around Dr. Doom and all the legends of football. If you watching the NFL right now, dog, there's some legends that play. The Washington Redskins, Doug Williams, I know he's not an NFL Hall of Famer, but at the same time, being up there, he and Shaq Harris is over the Black College Football Hall of Fame. And I said, man, he had his polo on. He had his polo on. I said, man, we were just up there last year. Brother Cass, Kevin Denny, he was like, yeah, he went to the Black College Football Hall of Fame, Jackson State. And he was like, man, so you got a media company? So I sent him the link. I don't know if you're watching, Brother Williams, how you doing, man? So at the same time, what we're saying is that when you sit down and you have these conversations, and we got the blueprint, family. I'm putting that out there in the airwaves. We've said that, the blueprint, and right now it's cheap. Next year we're gonna charge you it's nominal fee right now, but right next year we're gonna charge it. We're gonna charge it. It's gonna be a consultation fee starting in 2026. Just FYI. But I know that in our community, people, TD, we play against each other, and it's a pride thing. I don't want to reach out to somebody from over there to help us do us because they want to do their own thing to beat us in our own thing. You know what I mean? So I say that because here's the difference between us and everybody else. The beauty of what we got going on is we tell our own story. We're not depending on somebody else to tell our story for us. This platform is in place to tell we're our own voice. That's why you can't stop us. You can only hate. But I was always told that dogs don't bark at parked cars. They only bark at cars that's moving. You don't like it? I'm just telling you. If you see a dog barking at a parked car, you got a crazy dog. You might need to go get him checked.
Crazy joke is that, though.
I'm just saying. So I just wanted to put that out there. We see everything. We hear everything. You know what I mean? But this ain't about one person. It's not. So you can feel how you want to feel about it. And I really don't give a damn. But, don't play with the work that's going on. I don't play like that. And I'm going to say this, and I mean this. This thing is built on integrity. The people that are a part of this have great character. And you take that and you do what you want to do with it. All right, let's get the show on the road. Now, I can say more, but please leave me alone. I'm just telling you. People have weird intentions to try to, and I don't care, man. I do not care. My blinders are on, and but here's the reality of it. You ain't gonna just say what you want to say, and we're just gonna let that ride. No. If it's something that needs to be addressed, we're gonna also address that too. And we come in peace, and we pray that everybody have a peaceful and joyous football season. But the work that we do, we take serious. Matter of fact, there go Brother Trent, one of our board members, legal counsel. And the board is built for a certain reason. It's built with professionals who would not be a part of this thing if it was Jack-led. Okay? I could name them. As a matter of fact, I will. Ken Clark, president. Treasurer, Kevin Wilbur. Secretary, Rochelle Henderson. Legal counsel, Trent Walker. Board chairperson, Billy Crozier. You know what Billy Crozier is? Billy Crozier is the general manager of Cannon Toyota of Vicksburg. Billy don't look like you and I. Dr. Reed Bishop, UMMC. Johnny Reynolds, Derek Cubitt. Those are 8. That's an 8-member. That's our board. All right. So when people say those things, this is not a Ken Clark doing his thing. That's for those inside the house and outside the house. But so if you're gonna say it, just make sure you get the facts right. Just make sure you get the facts right, because I'm not gonna let you speak on what we got going on, and we don't do misinformation. We don't. It's all verifiable. A 501c3 nonprofit is public information. Everything we do, you can go research it for yourself. We don't play about people's charitable giving. Ain't no dishonesty. Ain't no none of that. All right, this ain't that, and it ain't never gonna be that. Because TD, quite frankly, I'm gonna tell you this, and I've said this to you several times. All I know is transparency. But here's the thing: you get one shot to screw up in our community centered around people's money, and you can never get that back. My reputation is way too important for me to get involved with money and let people play around with that and start acting like it's anything like that. So just know that. And if there's ever anything out there that hits the airwaves that even remotely reflects something that doesn't reflect the professionalism and the people that are working their behinds off to make this thing go, it's gonna be met with fervor and instant. It's gonna be addressed instantaneously, and that's all I'm doing, and I'm done with that. Anybody got any questions? Good. I'm not gonna let nobody play with me, bro. Nobody. Not when it comes to that. You want to talk about JSU all day long, but when it comes to the work, I don't play like that, bro. I don't. So you do that with you with it. It takes. Listen, man. It takes a lot, man. People don't know the work that goes behind this. That's why when we met with the university, TD, I'm just talking. That's why we met with the university. It's important that all the stakeholders sit down at the table and discuss. Remember what we talked about, what wanted to be done? Remember the thing that you wanted to do recently? That's a lane that others that have roles could do that now. What we've discussed, look, we're going to stay in our lane. Our lane is NIL. That's what we're going to do. That's the lane we're in. If there's an initiative that comes up, we'll do that, and we'll roll with that, but we're going to stay in the lane that we're in. The partnerships are booming right now. Now, with that being said, I'm going to keep it moving, and I'm going to jump ahead, and I'm going to come back. We are talking about the collective. We will continue to push, and we will go from there. But I want to say this. We want to welcome our newest collective brand ambassador, Mr. Shamar Savage. This is something that's been in the works, TD, for quite a while. And I'm just saying, bro, we're going to make some things shake with this young brother.
Man, listen, I am so waiting to see that dude on the field, man.
I know you. Let me tell you something, man. Sitting in the seat that I'm in, you said it, TD. It does pain us sometimes because we want to put all 300 athletes on deals, bro. We would love to, but if everybody wants to see that happen, we need the support. We need the support. Now, this is the thing that makes people not, it's uncomfortable, man, to have real conversation when it's built on integrity and truth, man. I ain't worried about none of that stuff, man, because this is assignment. And I'm telling you, God got us, bro. I got off TD. I'm telling you, every time I get off kilter, just a little bit, it comes quickly, bro, instantaneously. You get back set on straight. Hey, then we work. This is what we on. And I love that, man. But I want to talk about this young brother right here, man. I'm thankful to all the donors and everybody that has participated in what we're trying to do to allow us to get to be able to sign this young brother. Relationships, I'll let you speak to him, but the conversations that he and I have had about representing the brand, not just the KC-1400 brand, that Tigers and that Jackson State on their jersey, man, means something to everybody in this community, man. It's different over here. This ain't PV. No disrespect to PV. It's different over here. It's different over here. You know what I mean? And it means something, right? And for him to represent the brand, this is our 16th, actually it's 17 when you factor in Isaiah Spencer. This season, this is our 16th football player that we have signed, and we're proud of it. We're excited about it, and we're happy that Shamar Savage is representing the brand. We could do a whole. We could have. We. I'll just leave it at that. But I'll let you speak to Shamar. We put it out on social. We did not have a show on Friday. We got everything. I got everything finalized on Friday, Saturday, sometime. I want to say it was Friday per se. And then we got him rolling, man. Super excited. Kid has great energy. He's tough as he's tough as a bag of nails. Man, he's gonna play hard for us, man. He's gonna play hard for us. Well, the other Shamar is already Savage. I was thinking Shamar already is ambassador. He's already an ambassador. Hawkins. So both Shamars on the team are both ambassadors. We got a couple of I think that might be it. But go ahead, man. Thoughts on this on Shamar joining the family?
I mean, first of all, I mean, I was excited when he joined the family, period, when he decided to come to Jackson State. You know, then he got here. Of course, we didn't know. Well, we knew we was getting a pretty phenomenal player. Then we started seeing his body of work on the field. Then he dropped the interview with Corey C, which, you know what I'm saying, I'm not sure what type of numbers that it didn't do, but I know what, he's going to grab some more numbers because I'm going to watch it again. It was that intense, that intriguing, and that interesting for me. Now seeing him paired with Jonas Fertillion, Kobe Paul, and the likes, and, you know, Nate Rimber, just wide receiver room, period. Dupree, man, just now those smaller wide receivers have big guys like Jonas and Tyquan Henderson and all those guys out there to kind of take some pressure off. And then you adding Savage in the mix, just a jump ball, just a go-getter, just a leader, a madman on the field. For him to join the collective, you know, it speaks value, especially coming in with what he brings in. So congratulations to the young man for being able to, for joining the collective. We're proud to have him. He's a 16-1 that signed. And that number it's beyond signing him. The number doubled from beyond doubled from last year, correct? Went from 8.
It's more than that. Now we had 6 last year.
Oh, I thought it was 8 last year.
We had 7 the first year of football. I think we went to 6 last year. The money went up because we had 1 less, but it was more money that went out, right? And then we had more sports that we take care. Total, we had, I think, 19 to 20 last year. Now we up to 30. We're up to 31 total athletes right now. 31.
And then you want to add, Ken, and a lot of people want to know, what about the wide receiver? What about the running back room? What about the offensive line? What about the team as a whole? You know, you constantly ask these questions, and everybody excited about the season and looking forward to playing, the games being played and stuff like that. And then you look at being able to retain, about 90% of the roster?
Well, TD, we don't recruit with money, but we do recruit with everything. So
right.
Not just getting Shamar, it was also about keeping Shamar and understanding that, some of the things that he needed and being able to I just love the program. I love what AD and the administration has done, and Coach O and Coach TC. I mean, you look at the fundraiser this past weekend, man, it's all hands on deck. We're doing everything we can to make sure we are able to sustain the program and bring in top level talent. Shamar had FBS offers. Once he got that opportunity, built a relationship with Coach Marshall and the coaching staff, Coach TC and the coaching staff down at the Legacy Bowl that week. He finds out he's got a year of eligibility that's restored. Jackson State is that school that he decides to come and play for, even with the loaded wide receiver room that we have, TD.
Right.
But here's the thing. That tells you a lot about what Coach and them are doing. Go ahead.
But here's the thing with him in making that decision. He's comfortable in his ability. So he didn't care who was in the room. He just know what he can do.
2 words.
You know what I'm saying?
I got 2 words that you're going to like about this young brother. tough yards.
Oh man.
What we talk about? Yak, the yards after contact.
Yeah,
Yeah, TD like that yak, y'all.
yeah,
Not as much as he like that golden fist, but he like yak. He like that, not that cognac. He ain't talking about
no Drake, man. I'm talking about the boy get, yards out the contact, man.
Fan rings will be sometime this season. Remember, if you remember, man, that's just a random question. It was explained when they first started selling the fan rings that they would probably deliver around October sometime. So just be on the lookout for that. Anyway, back to the conversation. Yeah, man, he but nevertheless, man, he's this deal, this was a deal that needed to be done. We were excited to be able to get it done. We get this deal done because of the donors.
Right.
We able to get this deal done.
I mean, and then you spoke on the Legacy Bowl, man. Hearing his name.
We got a little, so we ain't got no yak, man. I ain't got no cognac.
Golly, man.
We go, but Tank, I do got something for you. I got something for you on the 29th, though. Stay tuned. I got something for you on the 29th, brother. You stay tuned.
Did somebody mention yak? Go on. Yeah. But hey, man, but it's great. Congratulations to Shamar. Well deserved, man. I'm definitely looking to see what that wide receiver room produce this season.
Coach Taylor mentioned the wide receiver room today in his press conference. First room. I said when that question was asked, I said the running back room was impressive. He said the wide receiver room, then he said the running back room. So and he talked about the linebackers as well. So we're gonna talk all about camp. We'll get into that as well. But I wanted to just officially, since we were talking about the collective, officially welcome Shamar Savage to the KC-1400 brand ambassador team. Got some fun stuff coming down the pipe, man. With these guys, and just an absolute joy to work with and talk to. And I think he's gonna do really, really well for us this year. He's gonna do really, really well for us this year. Real quick before we proceed, as we stated, in regards to our foundation, again, KC-1400 Collective. For those who don't know, for those that may be inquisitive on how to do it, is actually a DBA. And we've said this several times. You can't pay KC-1400 Collective. You can't. You have to pay the foundation. Friends with KC-1400 Inc. We on Givelify. And when you have a foundation, for those who don't know, you have to have, it is by law, you're demanded to have an actual organization structure that has to be intact. I did discuss that, but if you want to donate to the foundation directly, you can go on the website, KC-1400 Collective, or you can go to Givelify, and it'll take you straight to it. So appreciate everybody that does donate. Huge shout out to our channel sponsors, ShotRx, Health and Wellness Solutions. And that's pretty cool to have ShotRx, as well as Hill, Mississippi, which we're going to talk about, TD. And we'll talk about them pretty shortly.
Mm-hmm.
And in Toyota of Vicksburg, great partner of ours. Finally was able to get the registrations. Well, anyway, I'll leave it alone. We rolled out let's just say we rolled out last week to go to Vicksburg to see Billy. Had a great conversation with him, and then chopped it up with him for a good little minute. Had to take care of some stuff, in regards to our partnership with Canon. So appreciate him as always, as well as Canon Nissan of Jackson. Automasters.
So you back on the river.
Oh yeah, we good to go. Good to go. Good to go. Visit the Automasters. Just give them a call, 601-927-7794. If you're in the market for a vehicle, they can find what you're looking for. And our newest channel member, not channel member, but channel sponsor, Hill, Mississippi. Shout out to Chris. Chris was there at the event on Friday, TD.
Mm-hmm.
Getting everything set up, and we'll you know what I'm talking about. And then that'll be rocking and rolling this week. And that should be good to go. Matter of fact, it's already done. It's just things were just kind of held up a little bit. And I'll, like I said, I'll rap with you about that tomorrow.
Never doubted it, bro.
Yeah. So, this is cool because we're gonna do some fun stuff with Hill, Mississippi. Definitely gonna be having them on the show. That'll be something to be on the lookout for in September. But we appreciate the support, man, and anything they got going on. If we're gonna be providing messaging to you guys. This health and wellness, man. Health is wealth. At the end of the day, We got a hot one coming up in about 10 days, man. You know, we got to, you know, make sure you guys are hydrating now, right? But shout out to Hill, Mississippi, and we appreciate them. We are on our road to 8,000 subscribers. We're gonna hit it. We just passed the merge and got a chance to got a few videos in, so that helps grow the channel a little bit when you're getting the content out there that people want to see. But if you guys know anyone that don't know about the channel, send them over this way, man. Tell them to go subscribe to KC-1400 Media on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, whether it's the personal page, whether it's the media page, if you're watching on Twitter, wherever you're getting your content from, make sure you head over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, that heat was bad, bro. Shout out to Chris Kelly. Gifted one. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that gift of the membership. Who was my sister out there? Miss Act Right. You acting right? I just realized it. Miss Act Right. Appreciate the channel membership. Welcome to the family. Or if you're renewing, thank you for staying a part of the family. We appreciate those channel members. Those channel memberships help us in so many ways, man. So if you're not a channel member, go ahead and join. We definitely appreciate you guys.
That's an interesting name, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
I can tell you who wasn't acting right. These two right here. Boy, we had a show, man. That's S. Dot to your left, and that's Arthur Young to your right. TD, I'm gonna tell you something, brother. I ain't been big into the Southern Soul, but boy, oh boy, I'm in it now.
You in it now?
Ooh-wee. Hey, boy, put on a show, man. I just you know that song. That's so S. Dot got the stepping song. Dun, 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 you know, and everybody get up in the basketball game. Slow wine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You seen Slow Wine?
Yeah, he the one that sang that, man. That's his track. And then it's Horses in the Stable.
Yeah.
Right. The little country. He got that track. Let me tell y'all.
It's a rap song.
Hey, man. Arthur Young, though. Dog, listen.
Hey, man. Hey, what's wrong with Lois? Hey, man. Look, man.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, I don't know if TD, let me tell you something. I don't know if TD can move like Arthur Young will move, man. That man was in jeans, TD. He was dipping with it, man. I'm talking about grinding and all. Man, that man put on a show, man. Oh, I'm an Arthur Young fan. I never heard him before in my life. I mean this. I don't come for me. TD. Dub said he knew he was going to put on a show when he had that cut off Under Armour shirt on. Man, he put on a show, man. Listen, I enjoyed this young brother so much, man. OMG, man. He put on a show. To me, he was the climax of the actual the climactic portion of the concert experience, bro. It was great. Now, you know, LJ Eccles went on afterwards. I felt bad for him because LJ Eccles is probably the bigger name. However, Arthur Young had kicked all the water out the pond, man.
Golly.
He kicked all the water out the pond. It was he put on a show, man. That was impressive. I enjoyed him. I got up and I ain't know what I was just doing my little two-step, man. I was like, I'm out there just getting down. I don't know none of the line dance. I'm doing my little regular two-step. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man, he was getting down with it, man. I doffed my head off to him. That brother that put on the show, man. I got a couple of clips. I'm gonna drop it on the channel.
Like you enjoy that thing. Sound like you enjoy it, man.
I'm gonna drop some. I'm gonna drop them. I still got some clips. I'm gonna drop them things on the channel. I drop them tomorrow. How about that? But no, man, it was a great time, man. Shout out to Coach Otis Ridley. We're gonna talk about Coach O a little later, and the entire Jackson State Athletics administration. This event was obviously, you know, we were one of the sponsors, but shout out to the Tiger Fund, Blue Bingo Athletic Association, and of course, KC-1400 Collective, man. It was a great time. Shout out to everybody that came out. The bottom fell out before it got started. You know, the Fan Fest, it started raining right after the Fan Fest started. And I'm talking about it poured down by 35 minutes, like sideways gray. Now, it did help a little bit, TD, because it kind of killed the heat. It felt like it was 1,000 degrees outside before it started raining, and then it was still still humid out there. But man, it was all right. It was good. We had a good time, man. You could tell Coach Advance Jones had a good time. I think you might have saw some videos.
Are those boots red?
Oh man, that's that. Them $400, $500 boots right there. They're like ostrich skin almost. I don't know what that is, man. That's that high level stuff, man.
They look red. They look
yeah, the humidity was crazy, man. The KC-1400 family was out there deep, man. Saw a lot of the supporters, a lot of the collective members. Shout out. I met Mr. JSU by 40, man. I finally met some retro, man. That was cool.
Really?
That was a good moment for me, man.
Yeah. When I see Mom get his autograph,
huh?
When I see Mom get his autograph, I'm gonna say, "Hey man, sign this by 40."
Man, I got gave him a big hug, man. I said, "Man, that's my guy right here, man." Straight up, man. I was happy to meet, bro. We all was hanging out in the VIP tent area, and man, it was a good time. Brother Greg, great. Spent some time talking to him and Freddie G. That was cool, as always, man. Talked to Greg for a minute, man. TJ, my brother TJ, and the whole crew, man. We had a good time.
The trip down. That's what's up, man.
Not TJ Qualls, man.
Okay.
One of our collector sponsors. Yep. He's one of our diamond donors, man. Shout out to TJ and his wife. Had a good time, bro. This was a great time.
Oh, okay. I got you now. Hey, look, man. Hey, I went with Coach Taylor. Coach Taylor and me having the good stuff, man. Look at that shirt, bro.
TD, boy, you took the words out of my mouth, man.
Yeah.
Look at the block though, bro.
Man, I don't know who did. Look,
it looks like he got that shirt and he made it. Quincy, what up, bro? Now I gotta tell y'all, shout out to Thad Reed though. Y'all know I rock them Reed specials on when it comes to the hat. Reed, you got to send me some hats, dog. We all, but I just got one of them shirts, TD. I don't have that exact shirt that Coach Taylor got on. Oh, but I got the one that Thad Reed got, and
is it similar? How similar is it?
It's lightweight, bro. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna get it for you. I'm gonna show it to you. Give me 1 second.
Tiger Nation. Yo, the weekend is over. Everybody partied. Javance got on the red boots doing the thing. I mean, but there was no question to see, Javance to get up there do his thing, man. I expect no less.
Here we go.
I'm waiting on the video.
There you go.
That's not the block, Ken.
I didn't say it was the block. I said it got Jackson State on it. This is the exact same shirt, though.
Okay.
The button down, but this thing's so thin and lightweight. I was like, oh, the way I sweat. Coach, this is the same show. If you watch that, I think this is the same shirt that Coach O had on, like with the video with Rob J. But this is the Thad Reed special, man. You go to Reed Enterprise. This ain't a paid pub, I buy my merch, man. Now they can be more than welcome to send me some and go for Rick Deuce. I wear 2 X's. I wear 2X on the t-shirt, extra large on the hat, right? But if you want to send us some, TD, tell them we'll model your merch for you. If you want us to, we'll definitely the cap. Hey, listen, hey, Brother Younger, I spent my money with See Let's Eat, and I got me some good old brown chicken. No, I got catfish, TD. Damn, you wasn't there, right? That's right, TD, you weren't there, man. I had golden brown fish from See Let's Eat, dog. Ate the fries and everything. Had put tartar sauce and hot sauce on it.
What? Hey, I gotta go by and get my plate. I know where you live. Calvin, I'm coming, buddy. Nah, just
message. I'll let you know where you. Hey.
Hey, Travis. Hey, that's.
Hey, just send it to me, Trav. Just send it to me. Make sure we on the same page here. But no, man, that shirt is amazing. So look, shout out to Brother Younger, man. I took a lot of clothes to the lady that he gets put his logos on a lot of his stuff, man. I don't have the card. Dub got the card, but we talked about that at dinner. What night was that, bro? Was it Thursday night? Thursday night, yeah. But we he said send him 2 messages. I need one too. Now I went on reading. I always go. One of the things I always support everybody, man. That's me. That's how I get down. If I'll go to every site. If I like what I see, I'm gonna wear it. If somebody want to throw me something, cool. I take that too. He said, we always over there with Calvin, man. Brother, I think KT Dub spent a little money over there with him too. We went on. I didn't go check out the other whatchamacallits. I just went to where I know it was gonna be going down there.
Right.
Out here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So this is
I know what you tell you. I know what you tell you that. I go see. I gotta make up for lost times.
Oh, damn, this public figure got that. I'm gonna rock that one too. I don't discriminate. I'm trying to get, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. This shirt is lightweight as all get out, man. This is good stuff, man.
Pam Johnson, what you speaking on?
Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Hey, Travis, holla at me. See, I
tried to put some in my pocket.
Hey, man, don't start that. I already know where you headed. I know where you headed with that.
Hey, everybody, single game tickets are still on sale. Get your single game tickets at GoJSUTigers.com/tickets. Don't forget that the first game is called the Hope Labor Day Classic. That's for Hope Credit Union. It is a stripe out. Jack State versus Hampton, August 30th. Lord, I wish that thing said 6 p.m. Let's stripe out the vet. Wear blue or white, depending on the area you choose to sit in. Veterans Memorial Stadium. Follow that flyer, man. They'll tell you what to wear in the section that you're in. It looked like 112 be wearing white. So shout out to my 112 crew. Y'all put that white on. Man, 4 p.m. It would be cool. I did look at the 10-day forecast. It's saying the high on that day is going to be 91. So we're looking at a high of 91 for that game. Hopefully the heat index ain't sitting on hell.
It won't be that bad.
Let's hope not, TD. Praying for overcast and clouds and a cool breeze, right? You know, that's what we're hoping for. So,
it's gonna be good. Overcloud might bring rain. Nah, it's gonna be good.
Hey, we hope we rain. We hope Jacoby and Morgan out there raining bombs over Baghdad style. Dropping them. You saw what Coach TC said about, hey, look, we just won't have them to get there.
350. Yeah, right. I was like, wait a minute. I think what
get there, dog.
Yeah, I guess you just ready to say somebody else, man.
Look, save the date. Thursday, August 28th. I'll be there. I'm actually going. I'm gonna be there for this, man. Shout out to everybody that'll be. It'll be at the Refuge Golf Club. Get signed up if you haven't. Go JSUTigers.com/WCAR Golf. For WCAR Golf. WCAR Golf. It's gonna be fun, man. Looking forward to it.
Hey, how many on the team?
4.
4, okay.
4-man scramble. We did talk about the collective. The link is pinned to the chat. We really gonna start pushing next week, though. The push really starts next week. We're gonna start all over. Again, we're excited about Shamar
Savage.
All right. Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news for everyone. Our event with Cathead Distillery is going to be postponed. Yeah, man. That's not what we expected, but
what is it, Thailand?
It's postponed, everybody. But stay tuned, though. No, I want you guys to stick with me on this. Here's why. I reached out. Cathead team reached out to me today. There is a delay on the label, so they go through a company out of California, and ran into a snag. It is what it is. We're looking at early mid-September that the label should be ready to roll. So I'm not gonna do a bottle with a sticker with the logo sticker on it. That doesn't coincide with what we do with the brand. We got to have the real label. So it's just best to postpone it until it's ready to roll. Unfortunately, but here's the thing. This allows us to actually that same night, we're going to focus on Greenwood, and I'll explain to you what I mean by that here shortly. Labels are kicking these companies that they are, man. They are. Let me speak a little bit about this. This company is out of Cali. Usually these label companies work with several bottlers. So TD, you're talking about a bottler. It is, yep, it definitely has something to do with that too, Brother George. So there's a delay on their part, which kind of is putting us behind a couple of weeks. They've been doing everything they could at Cathead to have this thing ready to roll and ready to sell on August 29th. So just stay tuned. Once we get a specific date, then it will be communicated exactly when we will be able to have this event. My goal and my hope is the Tuskegee game weekend. So I'm shooting. We are shooting for. Yes, the shirt is on Reed Enterprises site. It is that shirt that I just held up. The goal is September the 12th now, but I can't communicate it until they confirm it. So waiting to hear back from them to see if that is a better day. But here's what I'll say, TD, and we'll move on from this. So I want to leave this up for just a quick second. The Cathead event, August 29th. We're still going to go live at Cathead. We're still going to have the bottles ready to roll when they are ready. I just wanted these to be ready for tailgate, for the tailgates on Saturday morning. But it's okay. It is what it is. As soon as they're ready to roll, however it goes, you guys can run right up there and buy those bottles. Nothing is going to change as far as the partnership. The partnership is still intact, but the bottles are delayed. It's not anything we can do about it. I'm just here to communicate it. See what I mean, Brother Winston? I'll come back to you on that. So TD, this is the label. This is what the bottle is going to look like when it does come out. It's going to say KC-1400 Special Edition. That's important to us. We want it to look like that because when you buy that bottle, whether you drink it or not drink it, you use it as a collector's item. You get some autographs put on that thing and you put it on the shelf. However you choose to do it, we can't have you to do that with a freaking pill-on sticker. I refuse to do that. So right. I'm not going to rush it into that. Yeah, it's all about the integrity of the brand. Everything has to stay uniform and intact. And it's just part of it. But we're still excited about this partnership, man. I'm telling you guys, this is awesome. It's still an amazing thing. As I told you guys, when you're on an assignment and you're led by the Creator and God is leading and guiding you in every step, there is no such thing as a hiccup. It goes how he expects it to go. We just find out about it when it's our time to find out about it. So this is actually perfect. We just thought it was going to be August the 29th, and it's going to be at a later time. And I got a reason for why I'm saying that, TD. Greenwood. Let's talk about Greenwood real quick. Greenwood is available right now. Not right now, right now. So I'm going to put that ticker up there because somebody asked about the ticker. Grab your bottle of Greenwood. You can go to greenwoodwhiskey.com/new-shop. You can go to the website right now. The whiskey is available for purchase. Go grab your bottle. Most of y'all have drunk your bottle up anyway. Go get you some more. Yeah, we definitely need it during homecoming. We're going to have it during homecoming. May even have to do a special homecoming show over. We might have to do some over there. And I didn't want to do that, but we might have to have some at Cathead for homecoming. I know I'm trying, but there's a lot of parties be going on. But a lot of our supporters don't be at them parties no way. And they're right, TD. We got the mature crowd.
Hey, regardless, man, you can swing by and get your body and take it to your party.
Boom, shakalaka. See, now you see. But listen to this though, man. You said you heard what? The Gramblin's band is preparing a halftime show that would make the Boom regret coming to Vegas.
We want to win the football game.
Man, nobody worry about the world shamed. Anyway.
World shamed. Okay.
But listen, now that we're not going to have the event at Cathead on August 29th, this has opened up an opportunity. The Greenwood management team and ownership team will be in town for the Hampton game. Some of the owners went to Hampton. So shout out to Stead, TP, over at Name and Faces Lounge. We were going to do this after the Cathead event, but with that Cathead event being postponed, that we're going to have an actual tasting at Name and Faces from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday now. So instead of having two separate things going on at the same time, we're going to go over there at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., come out, meet the Greenwood team. Greg be there. Sean, the whole, some of the guys that majority of the guys will be, a lot of the guys will be there from the ownership team. It's going to be a tasting. So listen, what that means is that it'll be Greenwood will be available for you guys to swing by and try it out. You can order you a bottle. But I appreciate Name and Faces for partnering with us on this, man. This is pretty cool stuff. Shout out to them, and we're gonna show up and do what we do. And then how is Graham going to get that big drum on the plane? That's a good point. They're gonna fly it on the. I guess they're gonna put it on the 18-wheeler and drive it out there. But no, man. So the KC-1400 edition is available on the website right now. I actually did meet with the broker and Greg and KG, some of the owners, with Greenwood last night, TD. And they said the issue that we've had on the website it shouldn't ever happen again. All of the issues have been resolved as far as like pricing, and if this is a new endeavor and a new venture for them, as well as it is with us. So we've kind of gotten through the kinks. So we good to go, man. We all good to go. So fire away, man. Everybody that has tried this whiskey has had nothing but great things to say about it, which is why the partnership is still great for us. And this allows us to focus on Greenwood. TD, I was also told that they want to have an actual, now this might be something you might like. They want to do a golden fish tailgate. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. He perked up for a second. But no, Greenwood wants to actually have a tailgate setup, like at the tailgate site for homecoming. Really? They want to come back. And yeah. So I told them, they asked us so I'm throwing this out there. I told them, I said we would start with, we got a lot of great tailgate spots that we go to, right? Shout out to the Dexter McCaskill and the team over there. Shout out to the E21, Dale Henderson and them crew. Shout out to Tailgaters Anonymous. Shout out to the brother Younger and fan Mr. Kennedy. Man, it's a whole lot of folks, but looking to do a whole full setup, a full type setup experience in partnership with a tailgate partner. Who's gonna step up? Who wants that? Who wants that experience? Who wants to grab that? And the Greenwood team's gonna come in town for. Mike B said he grabbed 2 bottles a day. That's what I'm talking about, bro. It's good stuff. The gold label is officially every bottle that comes out now is gonna be the gold label. No more bronze, brown, dark label. That's a drink that up and go get you a gold label. But thoughts on this, TD? The tasting. This is early, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We in, and you don't have to drink. I ain't gonna drink it. I know what it tastes like. But this is also this is right after happy hour, and there will be for their customers to try this bottle, and then we'll look at getting it in the market in a more of an aggressive manner. So, but we'll be over at Name and Faces August 29th.
Hey, man. Hey, Ken, how much they tasting, man? They need the solo cup, or they need that cup that you get in the first grade with the mouthwash.
It's a pour. It's whiskey, man. You don't need a whole lot. I'll dab or do you, man?
Okay.
No, if you want to, listen. Remember when we went to the pool party?
Yeah.
The pool brunch?
Yeah.
That was a tasting. And of course, they're gonna have other bottles that'll be there. They'll have that. So TJ, you just bought the 1906. So the 1906 is now going to be a wheat rye or something to that effect. So shout out to all the brothers of Alpha, KT Dub and all the
Brother Poe.
Yeah, Brother Poe. All the brothers, the 1906 brothers. They'll have that. That one's a more aged wheat type. That'll be on deck too. So they'll bring some. Hey, y'all pull up, man. Let's show love, and then afterwards we're gonna entertain them. That we'll be hosting the Greenwood ownership team that weekend, and it's gonna be a good time, man. So
and Name and Faces had that fish too. According to Devin Mario,
Name and Faces got that grapefruit. Had to represent for the good bros. He said, I tried my bottle for the first time this week. See, that's what I'm saying. There you go, Ephraim. Hey, I got that 1906 week for you, brother. Go on, grab. See, that's the beautiful thing about the partnership, man. We're gonna continue to grow this partnership. Brown and I don't get along. We was ready for Cathead. You're gonna get you some, but you can still get that bottle and get it signed and put it on the shelf. Somebody in the house gonna want that Brown. You probably already got you some, sis. But anything on this before we move on, bro?
Nah, man, you said it all. I mean, they look actually looking to be a good host, man. They were good hosts when we went to visit them. So, be a good host to them. Let them everybody come out and get a sip and order some of that good food that Damien Faces have up in there.
Man, they
go along with your sip.
PP instead, man. They got a hell of an operation going on. I always love going by there, man. It's a great establishment, and we're thankful that they're willing to partner with us on this, man, and jump right on it. And I don't know about that OVO Al. I'm messing with TP on there. They big time Drake supporters. I can't say nothing about Kendrick Lamar when I go over there, but it's y'all know what it is. All right, let's keep it moving. TD, the Corey C strikes again. He got a couple of another digital articles, man. Have you had a chance to check out these two?
I don't know about two. I checked out one of them.
The first one is, does Jackson State have the best everything?
I did see that.
Talk about it. What's your thoughts?
It was interesting. First of all, before we move here, man, let me shout out because he gonna do some brother Richard Shaw, Ken. He doing something for the team over there at Dynastic. He doing something for the team, man. So shout out to him. We appreciate Brother Shaw, man. And Ken, one more thing, bro. I ended up having a conversation with a young lady that's a very strong fan of the show, and we have some things, we have some things in the works that you and I will be talking about later, man. But I tell you what, the conversation I had with her was very intriguing. I was very in tune to what she had to say, and man, it'll be most helpful to a lot of stuff that we do. But we'll talk about that, more later. So shout out to Miss Chancey. She know what I'm talking about. We're gonna get together on that, man. Now back to your question. When me, I'm listening at this. Corey C once again did a really good job of breaking this down. Of course, this ain't something that I just necessarily because when you love your school and you support what you do, you love the people. Because when you think about the school in the area, so you think it's the people, you know what I'm saying, that really makes stuff. So when you think about everything that goes along with Jackson State University, from the president, you know what I'm saying, to the students, to the fans, all the alumni and all the people who never stepped foot on Jackson State campus, who just love it and just support it. You get to looking at the breakdown that Corey C had, and he touched on every last one of those people that we talked about. And I found it quite interesting the way, because I never just thought about it. When he broke down the band, when he broke down the team, when he broke down the coaches, I'm like, man, he owned something. I mean, he spoke on the podcast. I mean, I think it's more schools are having the podcast now. But at first, man, we were on somebody doing it on this level or doing it like this. So shout out to, everybody else who's coming up. I mean, because even back 2 years ago, Ken, we used to mention about other schools, being able to support their schools with podcasts and going to like the Legacy Bowl or the Shrine Bowl or what I think the PA Bowl is done, or Senior Bowl, whatever, to support their student athletes. That's what we got to do. We got to get, do it ourselves. So being pioneers, so to speak, in that lane, and listening to what Corey C had to say, I was like, you got a point.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a major point.
I say nothing. I say, yep. Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh yeah. He had a major point about a lot of things, man. I even noticed some schools changed the number of drum majors that they had. when the Boom started doing that. And you can't argue with the facts. I mean, you can't argue with the retention of the players, the coaches, what they're doing, the depth of the room. We're constantly hearing that about our football team, the depth in every position from the offensive line to the defensive line to the defensive back, even the quarterback room. So that is kudos to the coaches and what they're doing. And it started with, with the GM and the head coach for bringing those coaches that they have on staff in, and all coaches, matriculating out and bringing in the players that they want to have in, coaching them up and leading us to the HBCU National Championship and on the road to doing it again. So when you look at that and having a chance to repeat, which I think only maybe one school has done. So,
North Carolina A&T.
Right.
Yep.
So I mean, I would love for our schools, to be the one to break their record. So he was on point with what he had to say, Ken. He was on point. I mean, I'm not sure if you have it, dissected like you normally do. But
no, because it was a couple of them. But it just, I figured you might have had a chance to check them out.
Yeah, I did. It was good stuff. I had to. I think somebody said on the last one that we did, hey, can Corey talk this thing out, because I had to. But so I had to pause and read and pause and read.
All of us have to go read, man.
Huh?
Corey making all of us have to go read.
Hey, we appreciate that, Corey.
Yeah,
we appreciate that, because now I gotta go read, man. So good stuff, Ken. If you hadn't seen it, go watch it, and determine how you feel about it. But I tell you what, I put him in the courtroom when he'll make a great argument for it.
I think he did a good job of making a statement and then giving empirical data to
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like real data to actually discuss that. That's that. And this is the beautiful thing about being able to tell your own story. You do great things, and then till you have to rely on, like there's an article came out today by the Clarion Ledger. Ask me did I read it? Hell no. Pardon my French. But I just, with all due respect, what are they going to tell me that I don't already know about Jackson State? If I don't get it and DCORC put it out there, or some of the other creators that cover Jackson State or what have you, I'm just saying, like, being joined to the hip. The point that I'm making is that there was a time, TD, when we were doing great things and we had to sit back and rely on others to give us their take on what they saw about us. And now we tell our own story, which is just different. It's just different. So DCORC kind of been the pioneer. He is the brainchild behind. He's the head of Tiger Talk. So, and a lot of different other platforms, including this one, came out of it. So, kudos to him, man. It's awesome stuff, bro.
Oh, I'll just read what Mike B just put up there. But yeah, man, good job. Good job again, Corey C. And I mean, I watched the entire thing. I read the entire thing, and I tell you, he piqued my attention, and he made me think about some stuff that, because I'm just like this. Hey, let's just go win. Let's just go be the best school, the best fan base, the best student body. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go do it. I never thought about just comparing it to anything or anybody else. But, that's what he decided to do. And he make a good point. I mean, so he did, open my eyes to that. Like, that is interesting. The band did do this. The coaches did do that. The NIL collective did do this. KC-1400, Tiger Talk was the first to do this. Now he's talking about doing the dormitory story. Interesting stuff, man. Great stuff, man. I'm loving what's going on.
How about this one here? Jackson State football rewriting the history books in 2025.
I hadn't had a chance to watch that one.
This one was pretty awesome. I mean, he went in and really talked about, what that means, what that looks like from a framework of rewriting the history. Talked about the players who are on the roster who will be a part of the winning and being some of the winningest players, you know, and I think he mentioned Jency Riley as well as Jency Riley, Eric Simmons,
Jeremiah
Williams. But Jeremiah Williams being the most impactful winning player in the history of JSU. And Cannon broke those numbers down, the amount of wins that Coach Taylor has done and how he's on track to exceed the most wins ever in the first 3 years of a head coach, including Bob Hill and W.C. Gordon. Now, he's going to have a long way to go to beat W.C. Gordon at 28 straight wins, you know what I mean? And his championships were all, you know, weren't all just as an assistant. This is when he was a head coach. So to have 8 SWAC championships as a head coach is legendary. You know what I mean? So big shoes to fill there. But it just talked about that and it expanded on that even more, just talking about the history of Jackson State and how we're in the process of rewriting history. How Jacobin is able to he's able to put himself in the company of the quarterback greats of yesteryear, because he'll have something on his resume that none of them have. And that's 2 back-to-back Celebration Bowl championships, national championships, if he can get that done.
So let me ask you like this then, Ken. And I don't want to say how much. Okay, so what would be real difference being that the national championship being played didn't exist, you know, for a lot of this time?
Well, the difference is back then, like he emphasized how W.C. Gordon has 8 SWAC championships, dominated the 80s, and had a 28-game SWAC winning streak across a few seasons, and how he only had 1 national championship. Because back then, national championships were voted upon by media. And you giving the national championship probably to a D2 school who I just always blows my mind. Like I understand like some of these polls, and I don't disrespect the young, you know, the folk that not young folk, but the players that play on the D2 level. But when you look at poll, like for example, like an All-American team, and they have like a wide receiver from like Johnson C. Smith, just hypothetically, I think that's what school they were at. And I'm saying to myself, you leave Jonas Fortillion off, who had 11 touchdowns on the D1 level and had 2 big touchdowns in the national championship game on the biggest stage of any HBCU player. Like, what does that player do if they go from the D2 ranks up to the D1 rank? Some of them acquiesce pretty well, TD, but some of them don't. So
you so Ken, Coach Taylor right now, his record is what? 19-6.
Mm-hmm. So he only needs 26. I mean, I think 26 he need 8 more wins to eclipse, to break that record.
Man, that's 8. Man, that's 19-6. And then what? 2 of those, 1 of those for sure to 2 of those to FBS school.
Yep, 2 to FBS school, 1 to Grambling, which is we lost homecoming, Alabama State. And we lost FAMU in the Orange Blossom Classic. And we lost to Alcorn.
Yeah.
So we're on the revenge tour still. Central in the Celebration Bowl. We got to get them back too. Shout out to Josh Sims in the Eagles. Go Eagles, by the way, this weekend.
Yes. Oh, that was Josh went?
Josh went North Carolina Central. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Anyway, great stuff by D-Core C, man. Speaking of podcasts, man, shout out to Light On. Light On put some spotlights on the platforms that are covering. He said that D1 HBCU Media Spotlight, Games on Demand, mentioned HBCU Go and SWAC TV. national digital coverage, articles, and shows. HBCU Game Day, HBCU Sports, Blue Bloods, out the Blue and them. HBCU Legends, Cal T. Mosley, and Skate. National live streaming platforms, Dr. Kabil, HBCU Nightly, First and Goal, Box to Row, Black College Live, Swacking the Fool, Black College Experience, HBCU Flix, BCSN, HBCU Plus, school focus platforms, KC-1400, look like PV and them versus everybody, OG Strike, From the Hill, Bulldogs Blitz, Tiger Talk, Uproar, whatever they say, Penalty Talk, She Loves Thee. Yeah, good stuff. Appreciate the recognition.
Hey, did they doesn't Perry have a show? Is he up there?
Yeah, I think he missed off a couple of them, man. Locked On HBCU is one.
Yeah,
I watched. Only schools had content in SWAC TV right now besides games. Someone better call PV. Only one school has content in SWAC TV. That's right. Yes, indeed, man.
Travis like that, huh?
But yeah, man, that's a good shout out, man. All right, let's move on to something that happened over the weekend. I want to get your thoughts on this, man. This was interesting. You saw this?
I did.
It's just, don't know the player, so don't ask. I didn't even call and ask. I don't want to know. Coach O did a phenomenal job of getting out in front of this and just putting the message out there. We ain't gonna run from it, but he put it out there. Said on Sunday, August the 3rd, a local pastor publicly alleged that members of Jack State football coaching staff prevented a student athlete from being baptized and threatened punitive consequences for choosing baptism over practice. These statements are false and mischaracterize the integrity of our head coach, our general manager, and our entire staff. Jack State football represents and supports the faith traditions of our student athletes. At no time did any coach prohibit a baptism, discourage participation in a religious service, or threaten playing time for choosing a faith commitment. When students communicate personal and family commitments, including worship and sacraments, we work to accommodate them while maintaining team standards and safety, which is true, very true. We witnessed that our own selves. Our program is built on character, accountability, and care for the whole person. Publicly questioning our character on the basis of misinformation harms our student athletes and our community. Remember, we talked about that earlier, man. Misinformation is harmful. It's very harmful, man. You have to deal with it, unfortunately. We invite anyone with concerns to engage us directly so we can clarify facts and uphold mutual respect. I love that, man. We respectfully ask the record be corrected and that the remarks made about our staff be retracted. We remain committed to serving our players, honoring their beliefs, and representing Jack State University with excellence. I do have the video. I don't know if you want to hear it. I had it just in case, but you heard it already. I want to get your thoughts on it, man.
Go for it.
No, I mean I've heard it. I mean,
okay.
Did everybody hear it? Did everybody watch the video?
Everybody see the video?
Put it in the video. Put it in the chat if you ain't watch it. At first we were stealing playbooks. Now we're keeping. So, Coach, you didn't see the video. All right, so I'll play it. I'll play it for you, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So this is the video. It's a minute and 54 seconds. And this is the I don't know the pastor's name, but Mount Zion, Michigan.
That means they don't play that stupid stuff. What?
Fortunately, I heard so it makes sense. Don't play it. Hey, man, never knew anything like this. See, this is something I haven't heard it. It's my first time hearing this. Yeah, man, I'm not like I said. We'll play it. Here you go. Like we don't run from that. We just walk right. We go straight to it. So this is what we're saying.
As we prepare to pray and then transition into our morning worship, I want to share this with you, and it ain't nothing against nobody. It's the truth of the realities that we live in. We had another young man, amen, that was prepared and excited to come and to be baptized this morning, amen. He told me on the other week, amen, as he's preparing to go and play football for Jackson State, he wanted to get baptized and get his life lined up with the will of God, amen, even before the season started. Hear me when I say this. So he called me on yesterday and said, Pastor, I was ready to get baptized, but my conditioning coach called and said, we got emergency practice or meeting this morning. And he said he told him, hey, you know, I'm supposed to get baptized tomorrow, this, that, and the other. And he could put the hard press on us. Well, that's up to you, because if you miss tomorrow, then, you know, your playing time may be cut short. Y'all don't hear me? So he was halted because he wants to be baptized. He wants the new lace on life. He want to do things right, but they put him under the gun. Amen. So I told him, I said, well, we know that this process doesn't save you. Amen. It's just the outward expression of the inward change. And so we can do this on next Sunday or the next first Sunday, but go on, do what you need to do. But I'm saying that to say the enemy's busy. Amen. And sometimes the enemy will use people and don't even realize that they are getting used. Amen. So that's why we got to pray in season and out of season. Amen. So we're praying for all those, amen, that people would always be sensitive of the Spirit of God. Amen. Amen. God bless
you. Thoughts, bro? Give me your thoughts.
First of all, I mean, I definitely won't put too much weight on it. I think some of the things that definitely toward the end, right before you end the video, you know, probably was a little much, because, well, let me go about it this way. We definitely living in the Bible Belt, and some people, you know, spiritual beliefs just feel like it's church and there's nothing else. But one point that he said that was key, that I wonder why he went on. The baptism isn't what is gonna change you. You know what I'm saying? It's the inner man within itself is the what is most important. You know, and he said that there's going to the hard press. I thought that was a bit much. Under the gun, thought that was a bit much. You know, but the young man had a choice, and you know, whatever the strict condition, the cultural minimum he was talking to when he said that, yo, we have practice that has to go on, and he just let him know, hey, well, if you chose, you know, if you don't make the practice, I mean, that would have been anything, that a job interview or going home to see your sister, no matter what the case may have been, you know, it would have counted against you because you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know, whatever it is. I mean, and if it was something of that, he probably should have called his position coach, or they could have called the position coach and, you know, work something out. I mean, it's many ways that could have went by there, but I think under the gun, hard pressed, trying to stop someone from, you know, seeking baptism. I think it was a bit much, but I understand that, you know, he wants his flock to get baptized. He wants to let people know the urgency of God, you know, in you know, the true meaning of baptism. But at the end of the day, man, if you go under that water and you still coming out of cussing and acting the fool, then what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? So he said the key thing where that water not going to change anything. It could have been rescheduled. And then that was a life decision that the young man had to make. You know, what's most important? It boils down to what's most important to you. You know what I'm saying? What is it that you want to do? You know, you go get baptized, you go, and then like you said, he said, hey, reschedule it. So, you know, why we continue to talk about it? You know, I think Coach O did an excellent job at addressing it if it needed to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you.
Well, the answer to that is that if Coach O went out there and addressed it, it needed to be addressed. I think
right. I mean, Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Like we have,
again, the player made his decision. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes we add more. And speaking in the case of the video, sometimes we add more to it than probably what it need to be. I understand what the pastor was trying. I mean, I understand what he was trying to say, saying for his priority, you know, God is priority and baptism, you know, but
this is what I say about that, TD. I don't like his relationship with God is his relationship with God. It's not a conjoined thing. I don't know why the pastor got so emotional about it to the standpoint of feeling like he needed to express that. Like he said, he actually kind of took the stinger out of it before he even went on any further, because he was like,
right.
not that this act is
Exactly.
basically just said publicly that the act is really just, it wasn't that important. And then two, I got baptized when I was 9 years old, you know, just because I grew up in a Baptist church, father, Baptist minister, and it wasn't publicized. It wasn't televised. It wasn't live streamed. This is a new age of doing things. It could also been done, if that's what you wanted to do, it could be done privately. Could have been rescheduled. And if it's something that
left it at that,
the young man wanted to do, my question is, you know, I feel like there could have been accommodations made. And most pastors would do that if they wanted to. If that's what they wanted to do, they're not gonna stand in the way of that.
And then the coach gave him a choice. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, and then too, like, that's hearsay.
Right.
That's hearsay. Like, all I know is what this guy said on the video, what this preacher said on the video, and we could have said it a different way. I don't know. We weren't on that phone call.
Right.
We don't know what was said. We don't know if it could have been interpreted that way. It could have been said, "Hey, coach, we in the middle of fall." Well, you know, Pastor, it got called in a meeting. I thought I was gonna have a day off, and now I just, you know, it could have been communicated like this. What if the communication was, "Hey, hey, you can miss, but you might put yourself behind the 8 ball if you miss." You got to understand something. Let me say this. When you sign up for something, there's obligation that comes with that. When you get a scholarship, TD, if you get a scholarship, football scholarship, you go to the school to play football.
That's a priority, yeah.
So the university is going to give you dollars to come to the university to fulfill a obligation, right?
Yes.
We are in the we're right in the heart of the season in which your talents were required. It's 52 Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. If this is a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it's 52 Sundays a year. And most of those Sundays they off. I know that because I've had the schedule. That's usually the day they get a light day. Trust me when I tell you, the coaches would absolutely make accommodations if it was communicated and it was something that needed to be there. There's no coach in that building because all of these men are men of faith.
Right.
That's one of them. They're not going. They're just not going to. Now, when I say that, when you start, this is why when you go on a job, they tell you don't talk about religion and politics because of the differentiation of how many different people in that room could either believe, not believe. They don't believe what you believe. They don't see it the way you see it. It's more of a secular thing. So, but this is what I will say. It's not a crime to say, hey, man, if I got to go to work, and I got called in to work on that Sunday, you might make arrangements. And you know what?
Happens all the time.
I don't think the pastor going to get on there and say, well, the devil is busy because their employer told them they had to come to work. So you got to ask that preacher, why would he go that route? And I feel like from the context of what it was, he wanted to go there because of the shock value that would add to it. Which
that what I was just about to ask you. Do you think he got excited because it was
he did.
A player at the national on the national championship team and the shock value, like you said, that come from it, the attention to saying, "Hey, we got these type of people."
You made
know,
it about you.
Huh?
He made it about him.
Yeah.
It wasn't about God. It wasn't about the baptism anymore. It was about him. He made it personal. And when you make it personal like that, and you can have an opinion, but when it comes to something like someone's spiritual beliefs, that is the most private thing you could ever have in your entire life, TD. So guess what? You and I came into the world alone, and we will exit alone. Even if you exit at the same time as your loved one, you ain't leaving with that person. You going on you on a journey through eternity for the rest of eternity on your own path, bro. So at the end of the day, something as private as that, you made a public spectacle out of it, and now you got to consider the young man. You got to consider the young man, because now you done made this something that's monumental to him into something like that. Now, about something you said earlier, you said there's always this fine line between, do I address this? Do I not address it? Do I leave it alone? And you feel like, well, if I leave it alone, it's going to go away. Sometimes these things don't go away, man. Sometimes you have to address them, because I said it at the beginning of the show. Misinformation is dangerous. If you don't believe me, go look at how Dion exited. Remember that?
Yeah.
And we got firsthand information on stuff that no matter what you say to these people, they will not listen to anything related to any information that's contrary to what was assimilated out of the Jackson State space when Dion left. They have already decided that is truth, and nothing you can say can change it. So that's why misinformation is pretty dangerous. So when you don't,
it be very dangerous. It be life threatening.
Man, you know how it is, man. You don't want to put that out there. It's on social media,
right?
And then you start seeing people in the comment section saying, "Man, they just running out, man," and people just run with it. They don't do no investigation. So guess what? If you're gonna run with that, then guess what? Because we respect our program. I love the last part. We respectfully ask that the record be corrected and that the remarks made about our staff be retracted. Not that I'm just saying this ain't true. Coach always saying, bro, we need you to go out there and retract what you said. Yes, the devil is busy, so don't give him a stick to beat us over the head with. We're gonna defend our character, because what you're doing is you're really going after our character, man, and that's not a cool thing to do. That's all I really got on it. I thought Coach did handle it swift with precise communication that let us know, look, man, don't speak that on us. That's not how. That does not represent our program. That does not fit. That did not happen. We remain committed to serving our players, honoring their beliefs, and represent Jackson State University excellently. We are not going to tell a player that if you want to go get baptized or go have faith, and TD, you know this person because you've had players come to your church. You've seen them with your own eyes. You've had those conversations. So you know the fact that they was able to come there tells you that there's obviously an opportunity for them to go.
And you know what? I mean, I wasn't gonna go for the shock value, but since you said, but since you said it, because I was about to say, and those players are, still want to come, but they had things to do. You know what I'm saying? And they told me, they said, "Hey, bro, we got this right here going on." And I even spoke with one of the coaches. They have this right here going on. So I was like, "Hey, man, I understand, but you know what? You know what the location is. You know the doors are always open. So when your schedule permits, then there it is." And I left it at that. You know what I'm saying? I respect what was said. I respect the schedule. I respect the program. And so when they said they couldn't make it, because they have, because it was coming toward the end of the fall, I'm like, hey, I respect that. I understand that. Hey, I led you to the water. You know what I'm saying? So whenever your schedule permit, the doors still be open. So, and I left it at that, man. And I ain't going no farther than that. I don't bother no more. I mean, it is what it is.
Here's the thing, man. We're talking about athletes that are, their showtime is on the weekend, bro. going into this football season for the rest of the year. They've not listen. I mean, hell, me either. I ain't gonna be available neither. Starting next week. I'm just telling you, I ain't coming to nothing. I'm just telling you, don't invite me to nothing. It's a bye week, and even then, I ain't coming. I'm just saying. So, hey, look, man, we had all spring, we had all early summer, we had all late winter, we had all that, man. You know, that's just how it goes. But when you're in it, you can't. What I'm saying is that there is a time. So this is something that could also be rescheduled, right? It could have been. I just that could have just been handled. Hey, I tell you what, you could have just said, hey, man, we had another man that wanted to be baptized, but we're gonna schedule it for a different time.
And it happens all the time, man. I mean, you know, you
just like we talked about the event. Hey, the event's gonna be postponed to a later time, and just move on. All that extra stuff it just felt personal. But I shout out to Coach O for that. I wanted to touch on it, and
you know, Coach O always on it.
Hey man, it's the GM, man. He overseer, man. He ain't gonna let nobody put that out there. You ain't gonna never put no. This ain't the first time Coach O has gone out there and let it be known. You know, this ain't it. That ain't this.
No.
And let one of these players come out there and say they got to offer that we do not know this player. This player has not been offered. Like, no, bro, we let nothing slip. Because again, information is key. You can't I don't have no ill. I don't want to go no further with that, man. It is what it is. They've dealt with it, and we can move on. I just wanted to get your opinion on it since it was out there.
Well, and you said this, and I guess the last thing I'll speak on it, and I made the script, man. Definitely, again, shout out to Coach O in the way that he handles situation. You know what I'm saying? I often tell people when I talk to him, Ken, I can address a thing in a professional way, but I can be thinking street in my mind. You don't always have to let what's on your mind out and about. You know what I'm saying? So Coach O always have been professional, and he has a way with words, very smooth and common. So, I mean, and that's just the truth. I mean, I speak what it is. So he handled this very well. I can respect what he said and how he addressed it, and why and I know why he addressed it again. It all depends on what angle you want to take with it. But great words that he spoke about the situation, and I hope the request is met. If not, hey, let's still push on.
Yeah, it's still up on this page. You can go read it. It's there. You know, just you go to this page, you see it. We're gonna guard the yard though, and that's how it goes. That's in all things, man. We're gonna uphold the standard. The standard is standard, man, and it's just about wins and losses. It's about building men. It's about handling adverse situations. It's about communicating effectively. It's about being there for one another. It's about all of that good stuff. What you got?
Yeah, man. I think I mentioned it a minute before, but again, everything is within, you know, the inner man, and how you carry yourself, how you treat people, and your belief. God knows your heart. Trust me, and a lot of that is going to show in your actions. So it's way beyond a front. And I'm not saying that that's what this is or anything like that. It you know, because some people act one way and do it, you know, and show their hand another. But it's all in your actions anyway. It's all in your heart and what you really believe. If you saying if you doing one thing in your mind and saying another, or vice versa, then hey, where's the truth in it anyway? Because it all lies within your heart, your belief in your relationship with, you know what I'm saying, with your religion, with your God. And that, I mean, that's all it is with the true and living God. I mean, it still lies within you. Your action still has to overtake whatever else that you're doing on the outside.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, let's move right along. Let's get into it. Let's get into the football. We'll spend I think the scrimmage was very it's very controlled. It was very it was situational football driven. Got a chance to sit in and watch this one. I think Coach Taylor did a really good job, TD, of expressing what his intentions were. Held out quite a few of the starters. Jacobian did not. He did not play in the scrimmage. Neither did Ashton. Neither did Jeremiah. Neither did Reed. Was trying to figure out who we were gleaning the field of depth. That's probably the best way to put it. Gleaning the field of depth. Really trying to establish that QB2 position. He mentioned Ethan today in the press conference. So if we put 2 and 2 together, hell, with TD, we like less than 2 weeks to go before we play our first game. I think it's pretty clear what Coach Taylor is saying. That Ethan is stepping up in that role, and seems like he'll get the nod at the QB2 position. I think it was a close battle between he and the freshman, but that's just my opinion. But going according to what we was able to see in the scrimmage, those are the ones that took pretty much all the snaps in that scrimmage. Ethan had a great ball to Kobe Paul, man, over in the corner. I think that was probably the best ball. A straight dart. Kamari had amazing coverage, and man, like literally the last second, it's like he got the ball in that position. Kobe caught it right on the corner of that touchdown. Same touchdown that Mike Smith over there. But they had a good day, man. Really good day. The running backs ran hard. Ja'Cory stood out. Cam Salas had a great day in the scrimmage. Really good scrimmage as well. I don't know who's gonna start at either of the corner spots. You see, is it gonna be KJ and Mike Smith? Is it gonna be Levi and Kamari Rogers? Like, either way, we're gonna see them all play. Man, I like what I see.
And all of them have the ability to start, huh?
Yeah, the interior line, Lacey, Quincy, off the edge, John Brown. We know what Jeremiah could do, but Lacey and Tymon did pretty well. And it's that Bowie popped off the screen a good little bit in their scrimmage as well. The freshman, though, he talked about the freshman.
Like him, man.
Yeah,
it's his time.
And Bo Pete, Jalen Ware. We got a really good, solid interior line, but we were able to see some quality. We're gonna see some quality linebacker depth, man. I think I like what I see. The back end is going. This is what I think, TD. From what I've been seeing at camp, the film don't lie, the ball don't lie, practice don't lie. The practice habits translate to the game. TD, there has been a consistent level of play from our back end. I think our back end is gonna do. We're gonna have more turnovers this year than we had last year. I think we're going to turn some teams over. I think we're going to have multiple interceptions, bro. Several interceptions. I think we have double-digit interceptions. Of course, we're going to have double-digit interceptions. But we're going to have some guys that may have 3 or 4, possibly even 5 interceptions on the season, bro, out of our back end, on the safeties and speeds.
Yeah, maybe a little more than that.
Well, we haven't had anyone clips really more than 3 under Coach Taylor yet. There's nobody that has more than 3 in a season.
I know Huggins had a pretty good run.
Yeah, Huggins had a couple of good ones, but remember he had missed a little time on the front end of the season. I think he finished with 3. Tim Stewart finished with 3. Jaheim Hazel finished with 3. It was like 3s, and the K1 finished with 3. It was. I don't think anybody. Petty had 3. Maybe. I don't think many had 4. Did anybody have 4 interceptions? Like 4. Petty had 4. Who had 4? But I'm talking about like 5. I'm talking about seeing somebody that really had a. Hey man, you're gonna have to game plan for this guy. We got some really good guys on the back end. Offensively, establishing who's gonna win that center 1 position, man. Is it gonna be Muda? It's gonna be Alex Barbuena. Muda's in that battle. We'll see who's gonna be that right guard. I think the coaches are making they're shaving off their depth chart, and man, it's gonna be good. I think I'm gonna just tell you guys right now. This is just me. And from what I've seen, but you're gonna see a lot of 22 on the field, man. Nate Blunt. You're gonna see Ahmad, Travis, Denario. You see Denario get some carries as well as Keenan Christian, Dez, Mari. Said damn, every time I name one. Which of the young linebackers Coach Jones talking about? TC putting out the field. I don't know. It just nobody got put when he put him off the field. He just say, "Give me another one in here." That's all he mean by that. They
Yeah,
say,
and I think he was talking about. I think he was talking about how they weren't going half speed.
no, they were. It could be like this. If they're doing, they got the pads on and they got the, upper body, nothing. They're making contact, but they say stay off the ground. If somebody coming out all wild and aggressive and throw a joker down, then he say he'll name that person and say get out off the field. Somebody give me another linebacker.
Right.
That means you're not disciplined enough to follow the game plan. It's the small things. So that's what he was about. That's what he was talking about with that. That's happening throughout camp, various different spots. So there's no real name to identify with that. But he mentioned the freshmen, Keith Bass, Cam Evans, Lundy. More so Keith Bass and Cam Evans. Those are some really good looking freshmen, man, that's gonna play well for us, TD, from a size standpoint. But yeah, I think the questions have been answered. Now we're in game prep. It was really cool, man, to be at practice, be at camp, and for coach to say, all right, that's it. I need this side to go over here and show this side some love. This side go over and show this side some love. There's no more white versus dark. It's no more defense versus offense. It's now Jackson State versus everybody. It was just like the merge, TD. It was officially we merged into the Jackson State football Tigers on Saturday, man. So it was a beautiful thing to see. We are officially in camp mode. In prep mode. They clapped it up. They had a phenomenal camp. Hey, look, we come out this thing a little banged up, but hey, man, not banged up like that, but little nicks here and there. Now they get to heal up from camp and nothing major, bro. And that's what we're happy about. Because remember last season we lost Jency in camp and had Jency back healthy.
And the year before, I think we did 7.
7 got banged up, yep, and it pretty much affected his season, the entire season. So
I think when you talk about linebackers, Hargrove.
Yeah, Ja'Cory. Yeah, I was just saying. Hargrove.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ja'Cory is man, he has really elevated this game. He plays hard, man. It's what you want. He attacks that dub and you like, and I like, those attackers on the line. And he ain't waiting for you to come to him. He go to you.
Right.
And he's playing well though, man. He really is.
I'm interested in seeing their reads. You know what I'm saying? They're set up on the field, whether they're going to be close to the line of scrimmage or, 5 to 8 yards off.
There will be times where they have to be close to the line. Matter of fact, sometimes they're going to have their hands on the tackle. It depends on what set they're in, what they're trying to stop. If it's short yardage or whatever.
Yeah.
But this defense is going to be very aggressive, man. It's going to be aggressive. In my opinion, it's going to play with physicality, and it's going to be a violent defense, man. Fly to the ball, man. Fly to the ball with bad intentions. Try to make some shake.
And that word dominate starting to flow around again. But I guess it ain't, never stop. But now it's time for the action to start to happen. You got to dominate at all times.
It's the little things, man. It's the little things, bro. I was talking to Cam. I was talking to Shamar. I told Shamar one of the most impressive things I've seen him do. He got something happened in the game, and he got chewed. Javancy jumped down his throat pretty bad. And he took it. I told him, I said, that's the most impressive thing you did all camp to me. The level of leadership you show to take the coaching, not pout, not, man, I ain't trying to hear all that, man. if you go down there when he ain't looking at you, you know, that bad energy, which it transfers to your teammates. Take the coaching, and guess what? Went out there not too few minute plays after that, made a play. Him and Jabanji running, you know, they jump in the air, they bam, you know how you jump up in the air, you high five, like it's. I told him, I said, man, listen, that shows maturity, shows that those are the little things that champions do, man. You know what I'm saying? When it's tough, man, you don't lose. The standards don't drop when you don't have a good moment and you have a bad moment. The standard is still the standard. And I told him, man, that's the stuff I'm looking at. The very small details, because it's the details that can win you games or lose you games. You know what I mean? So
I mean, Shamar plays. He's an exciting player to me when he's on the field. And you see a play being made in the backfield. I mean, in the defensive backfield. A lot of time you're looking for. I guess he don't change his number now, so you know I don't think he's 25 anymore. So whatever his number is now, but at the time he was 25. Again, he's number 5 now.
Yep.
Yeah, he's an exciting player. BJ, when he come down to safety, man, he's that lunch pail guy, man. He's that, Shamar gonna dance, Shamar gonna be electric, gonna be, have an exciting time going on, but he's gonna ball out. BJ stuff on the field, man, you don't know he's there until you hit somebody or got an interception. You know what I'm saying? He just goes out and play. So they have different, kind of ways of doing things, yet both of the guys are very effective. Definitely exciting to see, and I'm happy that BJ back had time to go through camp and get in some shape, coming off the time he had to be off, man. So good to see him back on the field. So I'm just looking for, do a well with the rest of the guys, Cam Silas and the rest of them, just to see what that backfield do. But you stated it early, that backfield is going to be defensive backfield is going to be serious, and they have a chance to lead in interceptions if they, especially if they playing like cover 2 or cover 1, and they go back in the defensive back is able to knock the ball.
Well, you gotta have a good quarterback, boy, because you shaky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm done. Go ahead.
Now I was just gonna say, man, I'm gonna pause on this real quick. I'm just seeing some communication. I just want to say I want to go back to something real quick, and this is directly from Coach O. He stated that the reason that it was addressed publicly was because he reached out privately to have it addressed, and he basically was ignored.
Okay.
Saw the communication, tried to do it diplomatically and unweight, so he had to go out there and put it out. I'm gonna put it out there the same way you put it out there. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Appreciate that, Coach. Like I said, I didn't even want to touch it. When he put it out there, I ain't asked what player was it. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't need to know none of that. I don't want to know that. I just, some stuff you just gotta leave where it is, and we'll park that right there, and we'll keep going back to the scrimmage. But no, man, I feel really good about what we have. I just wanted to see us get out of this thing healthy, man. That was it. I think that was the thing. I kept sitting on this, sitting down on the sideline and knowing we violently going at each other. It's like, get up, and everybody kept getting up. And now it's just about taking the admonishment, take care of your bodies. Now it's time to heal. Let's not lose the conditioning. Let's get the mental aspect down. The coaches are building up a game plan. They're gonna dissect Hampton like a rat in the lab. You know what I'm saying? A little lab rat. They're gonna dissect them, and they're gonna build a great game plan.
That part is gonna be interesting to me.
Why you say that?
The team, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of players left. I mean, this is
true, but there's still coach. So this is what I did, and I suggest you doing the same thing, my brother. I went and looked at all the footage that they had. That was the quick footage. I wasn't watching no 3-hour games, bro. I just not have that kind of time. But with that, in those highlights, TD, there are players that will pop off the screen. You know how that goes.
That's a big offensive lineman.
They do, but they lost a lot of them too, though.
Yeah.
Some of them, I think they bring 4 of them back. But here's what I'll say. I had their roster up. Every time a player popped off the screen, I went over there to see. Now I got the last year's roster and I got this year's roster. You know, sometimes players change numbers. So I'm looking to see who is that player. And what I did, TD, is I looked at that player and I went and searched. I'm like, damn, they gone. Okay. And I'm looking at all the numbers that are starters and all the folks that's on the field. And I'm just kind of watching that. And I was able to gain a lot of information just from I looked at the William and Mary, I looked at the North Carolina A&T, I looked at the Morgan State, I looked at the Virginia Union, which was a very good game, bro. Mm-hmm. Go back and watch that. Jada Byers. Oh my gosh, bro. That dude had like 200 yards against them. So they was, even last year team, they was able to run against them, but I don't know if that was under the previous coach did get fired last year, and there was an interim. Coach Boykin became the interim. But they brought in about 30-some freshmen. But Blue did a really good job with his breakdown of what came in. So when he listed what came in, all the players that came in through the transfer portal that was of significance, see, I literally researched every last one of them players. And they brought in some solid players, a couple of good wide receivers, a couple of decent edge rushers. They brought in 2 solid quarterbacks, actually 3 quarterbacks they brought in. Earl Woods, they brought in the kid from Lincoln, and they brought in a kid from Syracuse.
Right.
Couple of offensive linemen, one from Central State. He's like a development piece. The younger freshmen, the younger wide receivers, they got good feet. One of them got good feet. The other one's a young guy still trying to, develop. One of them come from James Madison. The other one come from Furman. The most impressive kid I saw that they had TD coming in was the young man, number 2, the linebacker. Came in from Shepherd, I think, is the school he was at previously. Played the linebacker position how we like to see it, with bad intentions. He got speed from side to side. I told you, he kind of like a poor man's Andrew Jones from his D2 film. And I ain't got nothing. I don't know about. Yeah, Virginia Union definitely should have beat them. They won that game at the last second against Virginia Union. But the point that I'm making is that there is enough data out there to formulate some.
Yeah.
To kind of
at least you get a style. I mean, but then again.
Well, yeah. I think the quarterback is going to be. I think they're going to throw it around a little bit. They played solid football. They got Snipes, I think is his name, the running back who's returning. Going to be one of their best players on offense. They definitely going to try to run the ball, which we're going to try to take the run away from him and make him have to throw and beat us. Which I think that we're gonna create some problems for them. And then again, they got to deal with that heat. That humidity is something a little different. I know you can't simulate that. I'm sorry. You can try to, but if you're not in that type of environment, you have to understand that our guys are training in that type of and Quincy finally get off the edge and go hit somebody now. Ain't no holding up, don't touch the quarterback no more, Quincy. You better get to the quarterback and leave your Quincy. I want you to hit him so hard he got a outline of the JSU block on his jersey, his helmet.
No, that's targeting.
Well, no, you notice on the side.
Okay.
Sideways. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
okay.
Technique, baby, technique. Okay. Don't hurt your head.
No, don't hurt your neck. No,
don't hurt your neck. Don't hurt your head or your neck, man. But no, man. What I'm saying is there's enough data out there, TD, for the coach to
formulate something. Yeah.
And here's the problem: they better come up with a game plan. They got to stop us too now.
Right.
Because then that little young killer we got over there in the slot. Look, listen, man. TD, we go empty. We go 10 personnel with Jonas Fortillion, Shamar Savage, Jay Dupree, Nathan Rimbert, both in the slot. You gotta pick your poison, bro. You gotta pick your poison. So my question is, you got a young brother who can you can throw that thing right down the way. He can house call it. That's the thing they got to deal with.
Yeah, yeah.
We got some home run hitters on offense, man. So I'm gonna go back and look at it again, TD, and I'm gonna send you what I got so we can come and have a comprehensive discussion about Hampton. May even invite Blue up. Blue, if you're out there, man, come on up, man, and give us a little bit of your time. But I plan on having we're gonna do that on Monday. I definitely I'll share what man on special teams. Yeah, Travis Terrell on special teams. Yeah, we all love him on special teams. I love him on offense, special teams, everywhere. I love him all over the field.
Oh, speaking of that, man, I see some stuff on Travis. The boy pretty good out wide, man. The young man can catch.
He can do everything, TD. He's a Swiss Army knife.
The young man is pretty good at wide receiver.
We have to understand, we did have the SWAC Offensive Player of the Year on the backfield last year. I'm just saying, it matters. We had Mr. Mulligan. Give Mr. Mulligan the damn ball according to first, right? You know what I'm saying? So again, because of that, you're gonna feed him, and we fed him. And even with that being said, Irv rarely had a game where he had 20 carries, if he had any.
Oh man, it was hard to get in that double digit was, it was.
So what I'm saying is that you have a situation where we got a embarrassment of riches, and this don't work, we try this. That don't work, we try that. You know what I mean? And we're gonna throw everything we got at them, man. They're gonna have to come and play and beat us, bro. And I don't think that I was talking to Greg last night from Greenwood. He's like, man, bro, I'm just telling you, man, these folk Hampton, man, they feel like they got a chance to win. I said, well, hell, if they didn't feel like they had a chance to win, I would question they mental. Like, everybody's 0-0. You're supposed to feel good about your team right now. I said, but you want to know my take? He's like, what, man? I said, man, we're gonna beat the hell out of Hampton.
I mean, do you understand?
That's my thought process. I think we're gonna whoop them. Now we'll see. It's gonna be early. We got to figure some things out, but I think we'll go out there and dominate.
They ain't far removed. They're not far removed from the MEAC, so it ain't like they're just a extremely smaller school coming up now.
Well, they were 5-7 last year, and they lost multiple games. I think the total margin of those losses, TD, was somewhat close to like 17 points. Like all those for the close games. They lost some very close games that they could have won. They could have very easily been 7-5 or 8-4. They could have been, but they weren't. And they feel like, but they got gutted by the portal. They brought in some new pieces, and they brought in a lot of freshmen. I don't think they have the depth that we have. So I think the players who are going to start for them are going to play the majority of the game with a few reserves here and there. But I don't think that the depth is there to sustain it. For one, to sustain the pounding that's going to take, because we're going to lay on them, we're going to hit them hard, and we're going to do that. We're going to do all that good stuff. They played in the top 3 conferences in the FCS. They did, but they also, the most of the wins that they got were schools that weren't in their conference, though. Let's keep that in mind. They had 5 wins. They beat Virginia Union. They beat the hell out of North Carolina A&T. They were just horrible. That was just a bad game, bro. I watched highlights of that game. They lost to Morgan State last year. And they lost to Morgan State, I want to say, by 1 point, if I ain't mistaken. Did they beat Howard?
They didn't have a bad squad, though. Morgan State did.
Morgan State had no offense last year, bro.
Yeah.
It was mostly defense, but I think it was a 31-30 victory or something to that effect.
Howard.
So let's look at it real quick. So when you go and look at the breakdown of their let's go to this real quick. I'm gonna share my screen and we'll get ready to get up out of this thing in a little bit. So when you look at the breakdown of their season last year, let me go back to it. Where we at? All right, this is okay. We'll start here. All right, so Morgan State. Okay, they lost to Morgan State. This is probably what got the coach fired. This game. So this was the first game they played. Right. So that, can y'all see that? Let me go full screen. So at Morgan State, we started with August the 31st, 2024. They lost by 2 points to Morgan State. Then they played Virginia Union the following week, and Virginia Union was actually giving them the business. They was actually winning, and then they wound up closing the gap toward the end. I think it was like 27 or 26 to 21. They wound up taking the lead or something. You got to check out the highlights though. But Jada Byers had a game that day, and then they scored again at the end, which separated kind of like us and ULM, bro. But that game was way closer than the score. They demolished Norfolk State, which was actually pretty sorry last year. That's why I remember Dawson Odom got fired. So that was not a good team. They beat Howard by a touchdown. So they beat Howard, Norfolk State. They beat Virginia Union. They lost in overtime to Rhode Island. They got smoked by William and Mary. They beat North Carolina A&T, and they beat Elon, who was not very good. I think Elon also lost to North Carolina Central as well. Or no, South Carolina State. One of those teams beat Elon as well. Elon not a good team. Towson, 27-10. Villanova, 2014, which is strong. Richmond, they lost by 3. And then they lost by a touchdown to Albany. That's who Sam McGee played for.
Right.
So the point I'm making is that wasn't a major margin of victory when it came to that. They were a playoff team. So what I'm saying is, kudos to Coach Boykin. Coach Boykin is solid. Coach Boykin did some really good stuff with the team. But again, TD, it's not about what you do with a roster that you inherit mid-season. It's what you do after that. Because when you get gutted by the portal, now you got to go back out there and recruit and bring some of that talent back in. So we'll see.
Right.
I think he did a really good job of bringing in good, solid quarterbacks. I think the quarterback position is pretty solid. I like the kid from Lincoln. I think he can spin it. Earl Woods is a small guy, kind of his frame around Zai. I think he's a lefty, if I'm not mistaken. And then the 6'5" kid from Syracuse, I forgot his name, but we'll go through their roster and kind of get some things, and I'll give you guys some names and numbers and players to kind of be on the watch out for. That'll be on Monday, but we're gonna have a good show on Monday, really breaking down Hampton. Man, it's go time, baby. It's exciting for us because we need to really talk some football now. The specifics, matchups, where we got. But at the end of the day, one thing I will say about Hampton, in my opinion, I think they're gonna be physical. They're gonna be a physical team.
Right.
The question that they would have to answer is, in that particular climate, in this humidity, how would they be able to hold up? And I'm not banking off. I'm just saying we're gonna have to deal with that too. All of us are gonna have to deal. Hell, even the spectators are gonna have to deal with it. The point that I'm making though is their physicality versus our physicality. Are they able to sustain it all game long? That's what it's gonna come down to. X's and O's, and we just got to go out there and take away what they want to do. I think if we take away the run, which is what we aim to do, nobody's going to run on us. That's the goal. Make them beat us through the air and let our DBs go out there and eat. Linebackers, DBs, D-line, get to the quarterback, make it very, very, very uncomfortable for him. And go from there.
Did you say they got a 6'5" quarterback from Syracuse?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think he start though. I don't think he's going to start, bro. I really don't. I think he will. Matter of fact, we can go to it real quick before we get ready to get about his joint. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll look more into it. And
his name is So real quick, I'll do this and we'll get ready to close out. But it was a great scrimmage, you guys. I think it was light coaching them. The coaches and the staff was able to really highlight the areas. Really good situational football. So Maxwell Moss TD is one of their transfer wide receivers from James Madison. Played 2 years. Didn't really get on the field much. He said the starter is going to be the key. Yep. He's a really good kid, man. A young brother is he's right there on the roster. His name Isaiah Freeman. That's gonna be their starter. 6'3", 200. He can spin it. I can tell you that right now. He can spin it. Harold O'Neal's his name. Harold O'Neal's the linebacker, TD. I like the young man. He's a graduate coming out of Shepherd. Anthony Hightower is a solid DB transfer. Serviceable. He played at Lenore Ryan University. He's a good pickup for them. He's a great piece for them. Then you got a bunch of freshmen. MJ Mouton came from Stephen F. Austin. He was solid. It's a pretty good pickup from them. This is all from Blues Breakdown. Juju Ganthier. I don't remember looking at anything on him. Jaden Wimberly, Lehigh. Don't remember anything. I'm trying to think. Let me see. What's the other player that jumped out at me?
Hey, TJ, that was my point, TJ.
What's that? No. Of course. I'm actually looking for him, TD. That's what I'm trying to find because I did say that. He is. They go Earl Woods. He's gonna wear number 12. There he is. Bryn Tolles. No, that's not him. I'm sorry, that's not him. Hold on. Braden Davis. That's his name. There you go. This young fella right here. So Braden Davis, 6'5", 200. But as Blue said, Isaiah Freeman is going to be their starter. This young brother right here is completed. He was 83 out of 180, 904 yards, 8 touchdowns at Lincoln in 2024. Rushed for 225, 5 touchdowns on 98 carries. So what's that? 13 tugs, 70-yard touchdown run against Elizabeth City, 7 for 13, 154, three tugs against Bluefield State. Question is going to be, can he do it at the D1 level? I think he's going to be solid for him. I do. We're going to break him down, though. We're not going to get too far into it tonight. Yeah, not sure. Closing on the house, so I depend on the movie. Blue out there doing some major stuff, man. Congrats to you on that, bro. But no, man, Blue will be in the house for WC Gordon. We love it. Hey, but no, man, Monday. We're gonna jive right into Hampton. Wednesday, the show will go on as usual. We're gonna do our 3 shows, our typical 3 shows this week. And we'll talk about whatever is out there. Hey, listen, real quick, after the game on Saturday, that Sunday, we got the Battle of the Bands, Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium. Fan Fest is going to be from 12 to 6 p.m. Showtime is at 6 p.m. That's going to be, you got Southern, you got Alabama State, you got Grambling, you got Alcorn, you got Lincoln, you got Talladega Valley, UAPB, Alabama A&M, and you got Jackson State. But don't forget, there's a Battle of the Bands this weekend in Houston. Man, they're going to be busy, man. The Boom is big, man. Speaking of the Boom, real quick, thoughts on the merge before we go?
I didn't make it.
Did you watch any other clips?
I mean, I saw one of them, inside the gym.
Big band, bro.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, that's apparent. Definitely big band. I mean,
big this year, bro.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to the Boom, I mean, that's.
But one thing I do love about it, you can already see the effects of Travis on the Boom, man. He's gonna be. Look, man, it's crazy, man. I tell you, the sound was so crisp and clean, man, and to be that large and still have the right mix and the sound not be off, yeah, it's gonna be something to behold, man. 315 strong. Damn. Wow. All right. Like 350, and they sound mid-season for them. Yeah, they're gonna get there, man. I can't wait to see what they do in Houston at the Battle of Bands this weekend. Listen, Southern versus North Carolina Central. We're gonna talk about that Friday night. We'll touch on it. I ain't gonna get no breakdown, but we're gonna preview it. We get football on Saturday, man. That's cool. That's so cool. Ken, man,
Hey, is that a late game? That's an evening game?
hey, man, I fly standby, bro. I don't get no miles. Big freshman class. What'd you say? That's the 6 p.m. kickoff.
Oh,
6:30,
yeah.
I think 6:30 to 6 p.m. something to that effect on ABC.
Oh, word.
On ABC, the MEAC SWAC Challenge, $1.3 million to move them this year. That's what he said. All of them. So they're gonna be at every game. We coming to Mumford. We coming to Bragg. We coming to Vegas. We coming to Itabena. We everywhere. We coming to USM, Mobile. You name it, we there. All right, everybody.
315 strong, huh?
Oh, yeah, man. We feed 383 beside directors and Boom Media. God, dog. That's a lot of folks.
What is food being done there, Natasha? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey, look, man, that's all I got for tonight, man. Good stuff, man. Good to be back on. Good to see you, bro. Glad you had a great weekend, man. We'll wrap tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Tiger Nation, listen, before y'all get up out of here, man, if you haven't already, man, go to greenwoodwhiskey.com and grab that bottle, man. Go grab that bottle. Go get it while it's still in stock. It's great stuff, man. Let's continue to grow this partnership. And don't forget, man, again, we will be at Naming Faces. We'll be at Naming Faces 7 to 9 p.m. on August the 29th. The Cathead live show is postponed until September. All right.
And if you got your bottle in the car or you taking it with you somewhere, make sure you got an Uber on speed dial.
Hey, man.
Get home safely.
There you go. All right, Tiger Nation. We appreciate y'all, man. We'll see you guys back on Wednesday. As always, D.I. Love.
Go Tigers.
Shout out, everybody. Peace out.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.
Hello, I'm Kevin Dent, Jackson State University, safety, Canton, Ohio. Today I'm being inducted to the Black College Hall of Fame. I want to give a shout out to KC-1400 Media Group for giving me this platform to introduce me to this stage. I'd like to thank them, thank Jackson State and Jackson State family. Go Tigers.
Hey, this True Thompson. True, you gotta get a word for Tiger Nation, man. I love y'all. Tiger Nation. D.I. Love, go Tigers, baby. Appreciate it.